Alright, I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So yesterday we've seen the topic of second chapter we started yesterday. So that was data dictionary. So data dictionary is nothing but it is a T code S11 and it acts as a central repository for creation of any data object in SAP. Okay, if we want to create any data object, the data object could be a table, view, search help, element, domain, etc. thing. So it could be any data object. If we want to create any data object, then we have to create it from data dictionary, and the T code for data dictionary is SE11. Okay, so then we have seen the differences between ECC and HANA. So in ECC we have three types of tables. So that is transparent table, cluster table, and pooled table. So transparent table will have one-to-one relationship. That means if I'm having 10 fields, so if I'm seeing 10 fields in a table in S11, then in database level also that table will only have 10 fields. Whereas cluster and pooled tables will have many to one relationship. Means if I'm saying 10 fields in table level, in database it could be 15 fields or it could be only 5 fields. So it will be different. So there is no mirror relationship. There is no one-to-one relationship between database to table in cluster and pooled tables. So because of which it used to create some performance issues. So that's the reason while moving to HANA system, SAP has completely removed the pooled and cluster tables. So in HANA we will only have transparent tables which will have one-to-one relationship. Okay. Then we've seen the unique and non-unique relationship. So the unique relationship means assigning primary key to a column. Okay, so in this example, employee number here is having a key field. It is a key field. So yeah, again, key field is nothing but unique field. So unique field we can only have one unique number. It cannot have a duplicate entry or a repetitive value. So since 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 4 5 is already existing in the first line, if we try to add one more entry into this table, then system will not accept it because the entry is already existing. So we will see in system also, we will create this table today in SAP, same table. Then we will try to maintain the data in this table. So as per that, you will understand what this exactly primary key does. You will get the error, you will get that entry is already existing error. All those things you will see today, right? So that is primary key. It can only have unique values. It cannot have repetitive or duplicate values. Whereas your non-unique keys can have repetitive values. So other than employee number, all the remaining fields here are non-unique fields. So that is the reason it is having few duplicate values like here. Like Rahul is repeating, Sharma is repeating, male and female are repeating like this. This is your non-unique and non-unique or primary and non-primary key fields. Okay. So anyone is having any doubt from yesterday's class, please feel free to ask. Okay, I'll take it as a no. So let's get in and we will create a table. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try to create a similar table to this example. Okay, to what the example that we are seeing, this example, we will create a similar tables like this. Okay, so the T code to go to SE11 is, sorry, a data dictionary is SE11. Okay, you can see on the bottom also SE11 here. So here we have to give the name of the database table that we want to create. So I want to create employee table. So I'll just give CB2 underscore emp underscore tab. Means see, I'm starting with Z here. So I told you, right, every custom object has to start with Y or Z. But since most of the projects uses Z, I'm using Z here. Okay. Then employee table, emp tab. So after Z you can give anything. After all this is custom, like whatever you feel like. So after that you can also give your name. It will, system will take it, right? So after giving this name, then click on create. Okay, so this is the initial screen of creation of table. So here you see it says short description. So we have to give the short description for this. I'll give employee table. Done. This is my short description. Next, delivery class. This delivery class. So in delivery class, see, here we are getting this button. So wherever you are getting this kind of button, if you click on this button, yesterday we have seen while creation of the package also for application component, we were getting this button. So similarly for delivery class also, we were getting this button. So if you click this, it will show you all the entries that you can give. Okay. So here application table and customizing table are the only two tables you will ever create in SAP. You will never create remaining tables here. Okay. You will either create application table or customizing table A or C. Okay. Then application table is for master and transaction data. See, master data means any data in the system that is not changed very often. Okay. Master data is the data in the system that is not changed very often. Then transaction data is the data which um, is means which gets appended maybe every day or every week, like that. So if with every transaction, if this table gets appended, in those situations it is called as a transaction data. See, you don't need to worry about what these data things and all are, because while creation, if you are getting any request to create the table, then your functional team itself will tell you that, see, this is the purpose of this table, so we want to make it as a master data table, or we want to make it as a transaction data table, or they'll say that this table is very less used, so make it as a customizing table, it will not have much data, like that. So your functional team itself will tell you which thing to use, A or C. Okay, so for now I am putting it as A. Okay, then here data browser table view editing. So here display or maintenance allowed. So with restrictions means it will there will be authorizations so that only few users can execute it. Allowed means everyone could do it. No, not allowed means no one can do it. So we always have to make sure to select allowed. Sorry, allowed. Always we will only choose allowed only. We will not choose any other option. Okay, then so this particular screen is done. This particular tab is done. So we'll move to the next tab. So here next tab is fields. Okay, so fields. So in the fields only we will have to maintain our field names. So field name is nothing but the column name. So the column name that you are seeing now, employee number, employee first name, this whatever the column names that you are seeing here, these are nothing but fields in a table. So here we have to give the field names for the table, column names for the table. So first I'll give emp underscore no. This is what employee number, and my employee number is what, this is a key field. So here you see there is a column called key. So if you check this checkbox, that's it. This will become a key field, right? If you check this checkbox, this will become a key field. Initial means, see here it says initial values, right? So initial value means if you forget to add any how do I say, if you forget to add any entry to any to this field, right, while maintaining the data, if you maintaining the data means when you are adding the data or removing the data, changing the data, etc., all this data manipulation activity is called as maintenance, data maintenance. Okay, so when you are maintaining the data in the table, if you check this checkbox, if by mistake if you are not filling any data for this particular field, then our initial value means a default value will be assigned to this particular record. Okay, our initial value will be assigned to this record as per the data type that we declare. Okay, repeating again, in if we check the initial value checkbox, then a default value will be assigned to this particular field, and that default value will be as per the data type that we use. Okay, so for now I'm not checking it. So once I create a data type, I'll show you what this data type means and all. After that you will see what this exactly does. Okay, for now I'm leaving it. Then there is a column called data element. So here data element is responsible for showing meaningful column names. Okay, data element is used for showing meaningful column names. So here I'll just give one column name. Okay, I mean data element name cb2 underscore emp underscore no. So this is my data element. So after giving the data element, if you hit enter, see it says, what does it say? gb2 emp no is not active because this is not yet created. Yes, this is not yet created. So it is saying this is not active. So to create the data element, you have to double click this. Okay, you have to double click this data element. So it says, do you want to save before exiting? Right, this table I changed it now. After the initial step, I changed it. So now it's just saying, do you want to save it before you move out of this table? Yes, I want to save it. Okay. See, now it is asking for a package. Now it is asking for a package. Here you see there is a button called local object. So this is what is local object and transportable object means. If you give a package name here, then it will ask for a TR. If you do not give a package name here and if you click local object, it will not ask for a TR. That is the only two differences between transportable and local object. If you click this button, it will be saved in a local package. It will not ask for a TR. If you select a package, then only it will ask for a TR. So let's say I want to add this table into my package. Okay, the package that we created yesterday. So we created a package now yesterday, right? So this is the package that we've created. So currently there are no items in it. It's totally empty. Nothing is there. So if I give this package name here and then I'll click on save. So it is asking for a transport request. This is the transport request I created yesterday, right? Package for area. So it is prompting to have, do you want to reuse that existing transport request or not? So if you want to use it, you can click on OK, or else again you can click on create and create a new transport request, whatever. So I'll create a new transport request for it. Let's say. So here I'll give employee table, done, save. See, a new one is generated now. This is a new transport request. Employee table is a description. So hit OK. Okay, see now it's saying a pop-up that data element does not exist. Create the data element. Okay, do you want to create the data element? It is asking. Yes, I want to create the data element. So yes. See, if you observe, the minute I saved my table, the minute I saved my table in the package, see now I'm seeing a dictionary object here. If I open this database table, same table, right? GB2 EMP tab. This is the table we are creating. This is the table we saved under this package. So now we are able to see this table like this since we saved it under the package. Okay. So moving back to data element creation. So here again we have to fill short description. So I'll just fill employee number. Okay. So after filling this, see there is something called as elementary type and built-in type. Right? Elementary type, domain, and built-in type. So there are two ways you can actually assign the data type to a table. So here what I'll do is I'll create a domain. So domain is used to assign or uh, declare the data type for a field. Okay, domain is used to assign or declare a data type to a field. So for now, if you observe, data type is empty, length is 0, decimal places are 0 for now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll create a domain. See, I'll give a same name for domain also. Okay, I'm giving the same name. I'll double click this again. So how did we create data element? We double clicked in table. So similarly, for creation of domain, we will double click in data element. Double click, see it says data element is changed. Do you want to save? Yes, I want to save. Then same story again. It is asking for a package. So if you want to save it in a package, good. If you local object, you can go it on local object. Save. Then tr, same tr I want to save. Create the domain. Yes, I want to create the domain. Okay, see here again short description. Employee number, see here data type. So again I'm having this button here. So if I click this button, see, these are all the data types that are available in SAP, but we will never use all these data types. So what we will use mostly is we will use character, we will use client, we will use currency fields. These two are currency fields. So when we are declaring any currency fields, we will use these two. Then we will use DATS. This is for date format. Then we will use integer into 1, 2, 4 and 4 up to 4 only we will use. 8 is very long. So from into 1 to into 4 we can use. Then we will use numc. This is for numeric field. Then we have quan is for quantity field. Then we'll have string. We have string. That's it. Other than this, you will not use anything else. All the remaining things you will never use. Okay. So I'll just quickly explain what each data type means. So here char means character. Okay. A character can have a number, uh, an alphabet or a symbol. Okay. A character can hold a number, an alphabet and a special symbol. So basically character can have any value in it. Character can have any value in it. Then we have a cookie and currency. This I'll tell you when we get into currency topics, currency and quantity fields topics, because it will have some references and all. So I'll discuss about this in detail when we create quantity and currency fields. Okay. So then DATS is used to declare date. Declare date field. If you want to have a date field, then we have to use this type. See, date in format YYYYMMDD, year, month, and date. Then decimal is used to declare a decimal number. Simple decimal number. If you want to declare, you have to use decimal. Then integer. So int one. So we have to be careful when using integers. Okay, because if you use int one, it cannot have a value greater than 255 and less than 0. Right, int one cannot have a value or a value that is less than 0 and greater than 255. So minus values are not possible, and values other than, I mean, greater than 255 are not possible. Then into 2, this can have from minus 32k to 32k. Okay, if your value will only hold minus 32k to 32k value, only in that case you should use into 2. Then again, if you feel like it could have more, then in that case use into 4. So this is a very long uh, length, right? It can have up to this much length. So if you want to use it, then you can use into 4. If you feel like this it could be a long value uh, in my field, then in that case you can use this. Then integer 8-bit is very long. It cannot even store in this line. That's the reason it's empty here. So if you want any value that is larger than this, if you feel like you will have a larger value than this, then you can have a int 8. So normally we'll stick to int 2 or 4 only. We will not go till int 8. Okay. Then language key, this is only to specify the language. Then numeric is used to specify a numeric value. Okay, so this is similar to integer, but when you directly declare into 1, it will have this particular length in it, 0 to 255, this restriction in it, but numeric will not have such restriction. We will have to specify it explicitly for numeric. Here it's automatically assigned for integer. So integer is also a number, numeric is also a number, but here by default the length is assigned. Here by default the length is not assigned. We have to assign it from our side. Okay, then quantity field, again I'll tell you when we get into quantity and currency fields. Okay, then string is a variable, or string is a data type that does not have any length. Okay, that does not have any length. It can have any length value. Okay, if so we have to use string in scenarios where we are not sure how many uh, how much length value will come up in string. In that case situation, you have to use string as the data type. Okay, if you are unsure what could be the length of my field when you actually use it, then in that case only we will use string. Okay, so this is what we will normally use in SAP. Okay, all the data types that we normally use. Okay, so for now what I'll do is, for this employee number I'll give it as a character. The reason I'm giving it as a character, because employee number, a character can hold what? A number, uh, a letter, or a symbol. Anything it can hold. So sometimes employee numbers can also have alphabets in it. So that's the reason I'm giving it as a character. So here I'll give character. See, done, character. Then here I have to specify the length of the character. Means how much length can this employee number have. So I'll give 10. That means it can have up to 10 numbers. It can have a length up to 10. Not just numbers, but anything, numerics or alphabets. It can only have up to 10 length. Then decimal places, I don't have any decimal places. Simple, right? So after giving this off, hit enter. Done. So output length is automatically derived. This case sensitive I'll show you later. So once we get into the employee, the other fields of the employee, then I'll show you what this case sensitive means. Okay, so I'll do a save. So here, see, again it's asking for a package. Save it in the tr. Done. So this is check. Okay, remember, this is check, this is activate. Check and activate. Check is used to check whether whatever that you created is correct or not. If I click on check, it says no inconsistencies found, right? No inconsistencies found. So if I activate this, enter, you see active. So earlier the status was new, now it is active. So if I now I will go back. See, what is the status of my data element? It says new. So I will activate this. So there is, we will field label here and further characteristics. See, further characteristics we will see later. Field labels we will see now only, but I will show you the difference if what happens if we don't use a field label and what happens if we use a field label. Okay. So see, this is a in new state. So I'll do a check. Nothing. Activate. Enter. Done. So back again. See, now you see data type is character, length is 10, decimal 0, short description. Earlier this all was empty, no? This all was empty here, but now it got filled after we created the data element, right? So this is one way of adding a field by creating data element and by creating domain, creating both. So any doubt in this, anyone? Okay, once local object is created, can it be changed to tr later? Yes, you can create it. You can change it to tr later. So that is our next topic. I'll show you. If you create it in a local object, you can again change it to a tr by assigning a package. Can we use numc to give decimal values? No, you cannot give numc to assign decimal values. Normally we will use packed decimal in order to give a decimal value. Decimal only in order to give a decimal value. But if you can want to specify, it is possible to specify from code. From code, if you want to specify, we can specify, but here normally we'll not do it. We'll use packed decimal in order to give a decimal number. Okay, any more doubts, anyone? Okay, so moving on. So this is first way of creating a data element. I'll show you now second way of creating it. So here what I'll create, employee f underscore name, right? F name means first name. Okay, I this is not a key field, no? This is not a key field in the example that we took. This is not a key field, so I will not make it a key field. So ignore this. Then I'll create a data element for this. V2 underscore emp underscore fnam. So if I hit enter, nothing. See, is not active. This is empty. 0 0, no short description. So double click this. Yes, I want to save it. Then create the data element. Yes. Then give the short description here. Employee first name. Done. So here, instead of giving a domain, now what I'll do is I'll use built-in type. Okay, I'll use built-in type. Here directly I'll give char 10. Sorry. Here char length as 10. Directly here itself, character with length 10. I'm giving. Okay. So let's see if it will accept or not. Check. Save the order. Save. Yes, I'll save it. Oh, it's giving me a warning saying that, see, when I'm doing a check, it says maintain field label. It will only come once, so it's gone now. So it says maintain field label. So for this example, let's maintain field label. In earlier example, I did not maintain a field label. So now let's maintain a field label. You will see, you'll understand the difference between what happens if I maintain a field label and not what if not. Okay, so here I'll give FNAME first name. So here I'll write first NAME. Done. You don't need to worry about the length. Just hit enter. Automatically this will be filled. Just hit enter. Automatically this will be filled. Then do a check. Save. No error. Activate. Enter. Done. See, now it is in active state. So if you go back, see, my data type is character. Length is 10. This is filled automatically. This is filled automatically, even though I am not having a domain, because I used a built-in type here. Built-in type, I gave the character as data type, then length as 10. Okay, this is second way of doing it. So then we'll see one more. emp underscore last name. Okay, so here I'll give cb2 underscore emp underscore. So for this again I'll create both data element and domain. You can give any name to domain. I'm just giving the same name as my data element, but it's not mandatory. You can give any name to your domain. I'm giving char10 here. Then see here, now I'm checking case sensitive checkbox. Okay, observe, I'm checking case sensitive checkbox. So later on you will see the benefit of using case sensitive checkbox. But for now, remember that for employee last name, I'm checking the case sensitive checkbox. Okay, check. No inconsistencies. Activate. Then it's in active state. So remember, every object has to be in active status to reuse it anywhere. If you do not activate the domain, then you cannot activate the table also, because if this is not active, your table will also be not active, because you are reusing this domain in your data element, and the data element is again reused in table. So they are dependent objects. So you have to make sure that all the objects that you are creating must be activated. Yep, active. Back, see, char 10 employee last name also I've got it. So next we have employee gender. Okay, so here I'll not create a data element, I'll not even create a domain. Directly I'll write char 10, enter, done. See, even if I directly write it like this also, I still got it. Not just char 10, you can give anything. So if I give key 6 example, see, See, it says char 6. So you can specify any length. If you want to specify char 1 also, it will take any length you want to take, you want to give, it will take. So now I'll just give 6, char 6. Done. So last one was mail, no? So I'll give mmp underscore mail. For this also, I'll directly write it off. Char 20, I'll put enter, right? So these are all my fields similar to this table: employee number, first name, second name, gender, mail. Okay, same. So first field we created with data element and a domain, but no field label. Okay, data element and a domain, but no field label for data element. This is one scenario. Then second, employee first name we've created with built-in type without a domain, only data element, no domain. This is second scenario. Then third scenario, we created data element, we maintained field label, we didn't maintain field label for it. Oh, sorry. Let me just maintain it for this also. Done. Activate, active. Right. So I maintain field label also and also domain for it. And in domain, I checked this case sensitive checkbox. Right. In domain, I check this case sensitive checkbox. This is one scenario. Then remaining two, instead of creating any data element, I directly created. I used the type type declaration with length char 6, char 20, like that. I have directly used it. Okay. Any doubt till now? We'll just activate the table also. So any doubt till now, anyone? Okay. Moving on. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So everything is done now. So let me do a check on my table. Table is also in new status. So I've added my fields. So let me do a check. So I'm only getting one warning saying enhancement category for table missing. See, warnings you can always ignore. No, don't worry about the warnings. If you're getting any errors, then only you'll have to worry. So currently I'm not getting any errors. So back, then hit activate. See, the minute I hit activate, it took me to a new screen, right? The minute I hit activate, it took me to a new screen. It says define technical settings, right? Define technical settings. See, although the technical settings, you didn't get it. 1 minute. See, it says maintain and save technical settings. So I tried to override it, right? I tried to override it, but still is giving me this information message, right? So in order to navigate to that technical settings, so that was automatically, when I hit activate, system itself took me automatically to technical settings. So in order to navigate manually to technical settings, see, there is a button here, technical settings button. So hit this. So after mentioning all the field names, you have to come here, define technical settings. Then here you see data class, it says. So again we have this button now, so click this button. So here you see it's asking for again master data. What data, what type of data do you want to save in this? So I'll give transaction data APPL1. So depending, again your functional team will give you what kind of data will be maintained in your table. As per that you can choose this, right? I'm selecting APPL1. Then size category. So size category will have a certain set of records. See, if I give 0, the records will be 0 to 5400. If I give 1, 5400 to 21,000, like this. So just to give a rough estimate on how many records do you think this table can hold, just give one rough number. Anyhow, let's say if I specify 0, and if the whole 5400 records are completed, then in that case also system will automatically move the size category in the backend. Okay, system will automatically move the size category in the backend. It will still keep on adding the records even after 5400 also, right? So you can either specify directly from here if you know the number of entries that it might get, right? The table might have, or just choose 0. Then even if 5400 is filled, new entries can be still be added. So normally we will always use 0 only, size category as 0 only. So I'll choose 0, 0, done. So buffering concept, don't worry about it. I'll tell you later buffering when you get into buffering concept. So then here you see there is something called as log changes. See, log changes means if you want to see who made changes to my table, who added the entry to my table, who removed the entry to my table, who changed the entry to my table, all these changes to your table, if you want to see who is doing it, in that case we will check this checkbox. If not, you can ignore it. Simple. That's it. So I don't want to see it, so I'm not checking it now. We will check it also. Next example, we will check it. I'll show you buffering, all these things also I'll show you. Okay, done. Save. Done. It's saved now. So go back. Now I'll try to activate it again. It says warning occurred during activation. So again, we want to display activation log. If you want to see it, you can see it. It is still the same enhancement category of table missing. This is what a warning. A warning can always be ignored. So if you go back, see, my table is in active state, right? My table is in active state. Done. So this is about how to create a table. So this is table is similar to this table, correct? This similar to this table. Now we have to maintain the data in the table. Okay, before getting into maintenance, again, anyone have any doubt? I'm not sure is happening to everyone or the video. Everyone is having the facing this issue. Huh? Is the video delayed with my audio? Okay, I'm guessing not because no one is answering. So Praneeth, you can try rejoining once if you're still facing this issue. Wait, you're saying yes. Okay, let me reshare it then. 1 minute. Okay, I have reshared my screen. So hoping now it should be fixed. All right. So I'm sharing the table DDIC table now, which is in active state, right? We have activated the table. So now what we have to do is we have to maintain the data in this table, right? We have to maintain data in this table. So to maintain the data in this table, there is something called as TMG. TMG means table maintenance generator, right? Table maintenance generator. A table should have a transport table maintenance generator in order to create or add any data to it. Okay, a table must have a TMG to add any data to it. So what we'll do is, so we to add the TMG, we have this shortcut. So from menu bar on top here, utilities, click on utilities, then TMG. See, table maintenance generator. We have to click this. Okay, you will come to this screen. Okay, this is table maintenance screen. I'll show you again. So from the initial step, so once you are in the change table mode, so from the initial screen of the table, click on utilities, then table maintenance generator. Then you will come to this screen. So here it will ask for an authorization group. You can just give NC not available, right? This NC not needed. So then function group you can give the same name as your table. Function group you can give the same name as your table. Then make the maintenance as one step, overview screen as one, then standard recording routine or no user recording routine. See, the difference between these two is, if you choose standard recording routine, it might ask for a TR. If you're choosing this, it will not ask for a TR when you want to save the data in your table. Okay, so for now I'm choosing no or okay, standard recording routine. Okay, I'm choosing standard recording routine. So after filling all these details, so authorization group, function group, overview screen, maintenance type one step, then recording routine, standard recording routine, click on this create button. Top left corner there is a button of create, so hit this create. Then again same story, it will ask for a package. Save. So it is asking for a TR, hit OK. Then again save, as it says assign a package, just keep on saving it. So it is being generated now. TMG is being generated. Done. Request completed successfully. So my TMG is now generated. Done. So now next step is to activate the table, right? Guys, you're still facing the issue with my audio and video, or it's fine now? Okay, thanks. Right. So we have created the table. We have activated the table. We have added table maintenance generator also to it. Okay, we've done all the steps that are required to add data to my table. Done. Now we have to add data to the table. So to do that, there is a T code called SM30. SM30. I'm using /o because I want to create a new session without uh, replacing this session. So I'm using /o here. Then SM30. See, SM means it is related to what? Functional team. Yes. SE is above. SM means functional team. Na? So functional team normally maintains the data in the database table. So normally our job is only to create the table, create the TMG, and that's it. Give it to your functional team that, see, this is the table I've created. You can maintain the data. Simple. This is where our responsibility ends. But to show, we don't have a functional consultant here, so I'm just showing you how a functional team will maintain the data in SM30. Okay, how will they maintain? So we can go to SM30, enter, done. This is my table, right? This is my table or view. Then here click on maintain. So if you observe, see here, what does it say? Result. Okay, forget. So if you observe the field names here, field column names here, ideally it should be what? It should be employee number, then first name, then last name, then gender, then male. Correct? This is the this is how it should be. Normally this is how it should be. But now if you observe, here I'm getting a plus. Here I'm getting car 20. Here I'm getting reserve. Right? The reason is so gender is a reserved field. That is the reason we are getting that reserve here. Normally you will get plus only. Okay, you will get plus. The reason you are getting plus is, see, if you open employee number here, is there a field label? No, there is no field label. So that is the reason you are getting a plus symbol here. But if you look at remainings, if you look at last name, I maintained a field label here, na last name. So same thing I'm seeing here. So even for first name also I maintained it. I maintain it as F name. See, F name. So I'm getting what? F name here. So depending upon the length of it, again, it will change. So here it's coming like this. Again, we can reuse the table in the program also. At that time, you can call any of these. We have different ways of calling it. So by default, this will come up. Okay, F name will come up. So that's the reason by wantedly I gave F name here. See, here it's coming as F name, last name. Caret 1D is because there is nothing in this. There is no data element, there is no domain for it. Directly whatever we are giving car 20, same car 20 is coming up here. That's it, right? So this is the reason why we have to maintain the field labels. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to table again. From the table I'll maintain a field label now. Then we will observe. Okay, I'll double click this data element change. So here I'll give emp no employee number. I'll give this. Done. Then check, then activate. Done. Okay, so still a warning. It's enhancement category warning. Ignore. Then it's activated. My table is also activated. So ideally now it should be changed in my TMG, correct? Since I've added it. So if I go back here, if I come back again, maintain, still it's not coming, right? Although my table is now having the data element inside the data element, I'm having field labels. Ideally this should come up. EMPNO should come here, but it's not coming. The reason is TMG was already created when this table was not having, when this field was not having the field label. So always remember thumb rule, very, very important. If you change after creating the TMG, if you make any changes in the table, the TMG will not be refreshed. Okay, after creating TMG, if you create or if you change anything in your table, the TMG will not be refreshed. Your data maintenance will not work. What you have to do is you have to delete the TMG and recreate it every time, whatever the situation is. Whenever you change anything in your table, you have to delete the TMG and recreate it. Okay, very important. If you do not delete the TMG, the changes that you make in the table will not be reflecting in TMG. Okay, I'll again go to utilities TMG. Then here there is a button, no? Delete. I'll click delete. I'll want to delete all this. Okay, hit OK. Done. Deleted. So now again one step. I'm choosing one standard recording routine. Same authorization group. Same table name as my function group name. Done. Create. Okay, I'm still inside this. Let me come out here. Done. So request completed successfully. I've created a new TMG. My table is in active state. So let me go back to SM30 and I'll click maintain here. Okay, it will take a minute for to refresh again here. So it's not coming up. Now it will come. 1 minute. See, now I'm getting what? Employee number, na? Automatically I'm getting it. Yes, employee number. So then first name, last name, these two, let it be. I don't want to add this because this you can have it as a reference that see gender is a reserved field by SAP. That's the reason you are getting as reserve here. And employee mail, since we did not add anything here, it's coming as char 20. Since we did not add any data element or domain, it is coming as char 20. Okay. Now we understood the importance of field label. Without field label, the column names in your SM30 will not have the column actual column names, but will have plus symbols on top. Okay, done. So this is about the TMG. We've created it. Now we will try to maintain the data in my TMG. Okay, so now there is a button here now which says new entries. So again, I'll come from beginning. So this is initial screen of SM30. First screen of SM30. Click on maintain. Then hit new entries. Then here I can give my entry that I want to give. So I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give what? Raj Sharma mail. So something 1, 2, 3 at the rate gmail.com. Just some random mail I'm giving. So after this, so I'll just save. So you can give multiple entries at a time or one entry at a time. Observe it is asking for a TR. It is asking for a TR when I clicked on save. The reason it is asking for a TR is here I selected standard recording routine. When you select standard recording routine for application table, then you will get the TR. If you select no or user recording routine, it will not ask for a TR. So that is the two differences, very important for you to understand. If you get a requirement saying that user want to maintain the data directly in production system, okay, see, with this approach you have to save the data in development system, then using this transport you have to move the data from development to quality to production. Okay, this is the approach if the TR is there. But if user is requesting that, see, I normally will have to update it every single day, so it will be hard for me to move the changes every day from development to production system. So instead, give me a table with so that I can maintain the data directly in production system. You might get this requirement. So if you are getting such requirement, then choose this button. Simple, that's it. No user recording routine. If you select this radio button, then it will not ask for a TR. Okay, so then I have saved it. So now see, my data is saved. Data was saved. So if I go back, come out of my SM30, if I click this maintain again, see, employee number is coming up. Whatever I've added is coming up. So let me add two more entries similar to this. Okay, I'll give 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and email something again 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So let me just add one more entry here. So I'll give let's see. Okay, I'll give two more entries. So I'll give 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I'll again give Raj. Okay, Raj Sharma mail 123 at the rate gmail.com. Okay, this is the entries that I want to give. If I save it now, it will be accepted. Okay, it will be accepted. If I go back here, see, this is employee number. This is the only key field. You see, if this is the only field that is grayed out, this is a grayed out field. The remaining fields are editable fields. Key fields are always grayed out once you save the data. Key fields are always grayed out once you save the data. Okay. See, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I gave. Raj Sharma I gave. Mail this. Then 3, 4, 5, 6 I am repeating. First name I repeated twice. Last name I repeated twice. Mail I repeated twice. So like this I am able to repeat it. So this also you can repeat. If I check this, remove this. See, I'm able to replace this also. I mean, sorry, add a duplicate entry for this also. But let me try adding a duplicate entry on my key field. Okay, on my key field, try to add a duplicate entry. New entry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already there. So I'll give a different name here. Okay, instead of that, I'll give Ravi Verma mail something at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already existing. Ravi is not existing. Verma is not existing. Mail is anyhow existing. This is also not existing. But still, if I try to save it, see what happens. What does it say? An entry already exists with the same key, right? Entry already exists with the same key. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already there in the system. You cannot reuse it again. You cannot put it again with a different, for a different person. You cannot again add a same value. So if I just give a unique value again here and hit enter, now it took, data was saved, it says. Yes, see, earlier it didn't took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The minute I added one more 5 means I added a unique number again, right? I added a unique entry again. So it took. So here you see males are repeating. So similarly, if you want to repeat females, females will also be repeated. So this is the check, primary key field check, which makes sure that the key field or the primary field of a table will not have any duplicate entries in it. Okay, the primary field, the primary column in a table will not have any duplicate entries in it. Okay, clear, or anyone have any doubt? See, you can feel free to ask. Don't hesitate. If doesn't matter whatever doubt you are having. Okay. See, I have a doubt here. Okay. So my doubt is, I gave everything in small letters. Then how come all these things are in capital letters? Right? Last name, okay, fine. Whatever that I gave, it's coming here. But here, it's not coming like that. I gave it in small and capitals, but everything is in capital. This also everything is in capital. Why? The reason is case sensitive. So I told you I'll show you it later, na? So only for last name in the domain level, I checked this case sensitive, this checkbox. That is the reason I'm able to maintain it in both capital and small letters, right? So for others, I did not check it. Okay. So for first name also, okay, first name there is no domain at all. There is no domain at all. You can't make it case sensitive at all. Okay, since it is having a domain, we made it. Anyhow, for the first one, although we maintain the domain, it's a number. No? We are trying to maintain a number in it. So it doesn't matter if you check it or don't check it. It doesn't matter because it's a number here. We are only maintaining numbers here. So this is a benefit of your case sensitiveness. So if you think, why do I need a domain? I can directly create it like this, right? Like this first name, I'll just create it. Why do I even need a domain? I'll directly use a built-in type char 10. I'll declare a field label. Then I'll see it here. I can maintain the data and everything. But it will not. You will not have case sensitive benefit without domain. If you don't use domain, you will not get the benefit of case sensitiveness. Okay, I'll try to add a new entry. Then again, you can see. Okay, I'm giving some random number here. Then I'll give Ruchika. See, first letter I'm giving capital. All the remaining I'm giving a small. So similarly here I'll give metal. All the ones I gave it as small in last name. Okay, so here I'm giving female also everything in small. So here I'll give 657 at the rate gmail.com. Again everything is in what small. Okay, but the minute I hit save, see observe, automatically it will change. Automatically it changed. I did not change it. Everything is changed to capital. So this, however I gave, it took. I gave everything in small letter, so it took. This also I gave in small, but still it made it capital. So same this here also. So here if I give, so instead of this, like let's see how I'll give it. M capital, small I, TT capital, A small, L capital. Okay, I'm giving different ways, right? M capital, I small, TT capital, A small, L capital. Save. Still it will save. But if you do the same in F name, it will not take it, right? See, okay, I gave same thing. How I gave last time, I'm trying to give same thing. Save. Still, it will convert it automatically to uppercase. It will convert it to uppercase by defaultly. That is the benefit of your case sensitive checkbox in domain. Okay, so clear or any doubt, anyone? So we still have 1 minute, so please don't hesitate to ask any doubt if you're having. Okay, and just a friendly reminder, if you haven't completed your enrollment yet, please do complete it because only then institute people will be able to provide you the server access. Because starting today, we will be again, doing everything in system level only, right? So we will have less theoretical part and more practical from today, starting today only. So that's the reason I'm just stressing you to get your accesses in place, because if it's not in place on time, so your subject will keep stacking up, it will keep piling up. Okay, if you're not practicing it the same class on the same day, it will keep piling up and it will cause distress to you. You will have to put in more efforts to complete yesterday's class, today's class, and all of that, right? So that's it. So that's why please do complete your registration or enrollment as quickly as possible. And to the people who have completed it already, we have sent your details already to the server team. So you should be receiving your credentials or server access soon. Okay, so if no one is having any doubt, we can conclude today's call. We will meet tomorrow. So all the things, all the steps that we have seen today, it is all mentioned in detail in the document also. Where the document? Okay, the data dictionary. So every topic that we've covered today is there inside this. Let's see. Data element, database tables, domains, what is a data type, currency and quantity we haven't discussed yet. Then table maintenance generator, we have seen this also. So each and everything is highlighted here in step-by-step manner, right? In step-by-step manner, see how to create a database table, steps to create a database table going to S11. Mandate I did not show you yet. There is a reason. I'll show you the what mandate means tomorrow. Mandate means client specific. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to take more of your time. We are already past 2 minutes. So yeah, let's meet tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. Bye.